Hello there everyone, it's Starkiller here, and today we're going to be doing a first impressions of the Alliance at War mod for Star Wars Empire at War Forces of Corruption. Now, this isn't a new mod, and this mod has been out for a while, and if I'm correct, this has been out for roughly around 11 years, I think, which means that this mod is almost as old or roughly around the same age as my YouTube channel, so it's been around for a while, so it's amazing that I somehow haven't checked it out or even noticed it before, but recently one of the creators managed to reach out to me and ask if I wanted to do some videos of this mod. Well, I say recently, it was quite a while ago that he messaged me, so I'm so sorry it took me so long to actually get around to doing this, but just life. But part of me does regret it because now that I have checked it out, and only first impressions though, but it's got me hooked, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so as things are loading, nice loading screen of concept art and screenshots from the filming games, stuff looks all cool. Got to the title screen, oh man, there's a lot more purple here. I think the guy likes purple, I guess, or something, I don't know. But man, everything does actually, even from the main menu, things actually sound quite good, and that sound effects are quite good. Just interacting with the menu sound, the sound effects is a lot better. Music sounds good, but because YouTube can't let you hear any of it, because you know how ridiculous it is now. So, but music is good. Just take my word for it. But everything else, as you can clearly hear, good. Sounds good. So we're jumping into just one of the galactic conquests quite quickly. Doesn't matter which one, but yeah, yes, you saw before that it has all of the galactic conquests from both the original game and the expansion. As you can clearly see, not exactly the same, bit tweaked, but roughly around like the same type, if that makes sense. Roughly the same amount of planets that was in those base games, but obviously been redesigned to accommodate for this mod. And you can guys clearly see it looks amazing. I mean, it really, like, the planets just look awesome. The galactic interface also looks quite good. Just the design of the planets as well, just like especially like those, typical Earth-like planets with, like, the oceans and that whatnot. Looks amazing. Just all of the planets, everything seems to be scaled quite well. I think the space stations kind of look a little bit too small, but man, that's just a minor thing, but that's fine. So even in the sound effects in this, when trying to move and conquering planets and whatnot, going into hyperspace and everything, again, all sound amazing. So it sounds really good.
Right away.
Location confirmed.
We get to combat now, and those broadside cruisers look a lot bigger, don't they? Man, ships look really big in this
Cruiser
mod.
here. Navigating.
Unbelievable. More dissidents. Prepare our forces. We must stamp out this uprising immediately.
Okay, I love the use of the actual additional voice lines from like the tutorial now. That's awesome. Doesn't seem to be any redesigns on the ships themselves, but they're just made to like look bigger. Do you know, I
The enemy.
kind of appreciate that, to like this showing the size of the Empire compared to other ships.
Reporting in.
Not sure what the AI is up to, but there you go. Can we auto resolve that one?
We are victorious.
That's better. So yeah, as this first Galactic Conquest goes, it really looks good. And it sounds good. I haven't had much time to go into the actual gameplay of whatnot, so but we'll get into that soon. But everything looks good. I only have a few minor things to say, and it's probably like personal preference stuff. But the first thing is that there is no mini-map cursor when you're going through the Galactic Hub. Do you know what I mean? Like in other mods for the base game, you've got that big square just to roughly say where you are. I feel like it's definitely going to be needed because the galactic map in this mod is lot bigger. It's definitely, it feels like the largest I've seen in most Empire War mods. And so just having just some sort of indicator just to know where you are roughly in the galaxy, especially with all these planets and how big it is, I think should definitely be needed. Any sort of something like that, just something that might help. There is also a personal preference of mine which annoys me that's in this mod, and it's just what it's like in Republic at War, where the sphere of influence to get to a planet is bigger. In the base game, the purpose of this outer ring is to show you the planets that can reach it, or via trade routes basically, but like it does the same thing in Republic of War, where like very distant planets like this here, to example, can reach Corellia, and it's just kind of difficult to see like what planets I need to focus to defend, if that makes sense. Like, can Coruscant reach the graveyard? Yes, they can, so it's just difficult to tell what planets can be attacked from what other planets, if that makes sense. It's just one of the things I personally find a bit difficult and hard, annoying. But apart from that, and how big the minimap is, because the minimap is well, the galactic map is huge. Like Bastion here is the top, I assume, on the minimap, and like all the way down, it's a very large galactic map, very large, probably one of the largest I've ever seen, and like. So it can be a bit jarring to get lost and everything. So I don't know if like some planets, I don't know, maybe I don't know if it should just be scaled down a little bit if it's too big or not. I'm not sure. But everything, the interface and everything looks like the planets. This icons themselves look amazing actually. So I just think that the galactic map is too big, because like you're really having to scroll along everywhere, even if it's just like this half of the galaxy like it is in the canon. But everything is looking good so far, damn. But these are just all minor things, personal preferences that I don't like or whatnot. But you know, don't let it discourage you, because I still think that this looks great so far. Now I have to test something which I always test in mods, and that's the campaign. I have to see what happens if I click on start game.
Everyone has a price.
Like, I just want to see if it is playable. So most of the time it's not, but this is where my interest peaked a lot.
You're right. We need to re-establish our criminal network as soon as possible. With Jabba posting a bounty on my head, every bounty hunter in the galaxy will be out to stop us.
I think the camera's a bit off. I think maybe it must be like inventory must be rescaled as well. But again, it seems normal. Oh wow, everything is up here.
My stay in prison has not done wonders for the Zon Consortium. Jabba must have already heard of my escape. We need to move quickly. Is there anything left, Uri?
We have only a few outdated speeders. Most of our associates deserted us once you were imprisoned. What are your orders?
We shall do as we've always done, Uri. There are always worlds that are ripe for corruption. Through Imperial and Rebellion planets, we'll spread corruption and rebuild the Zon Consortium into a crime network that once again will be feared throughout the galaxy.
Then we will need defilers.
Mission log updated.
Is it really possible to play through this the whole campaign in this mod? Because if so, I will do it. I'm very intrigued. Some planets I can't seem to access, but it looks like it's been rebuilt to actually try it. I'm not sure. Let's see how far I can go for a little bit.
Need something done?
There's a remote Imperial colony on Honager. If we start by subverting the Imperial officials there, it shouldn't attract undue attention.
Mission log updated.
Of course, we could set up another racketeering operation there, but I believe in order to truly make our mark, we need intimidation.
I mean, I can set the guy there, straight there, so it might be possible.
Progress will be swift.
I'll go up to like the first actual campaign mission and see what is possible. I think that's Yavin. I think. I'll do the first few corruption missions and see what kind of stuff opens up for the galaxy. Because like Yavin's all the way up here or something. I can't see, there's no icon on the minimap, so it's hard to tell. First time playing this, but yeah.
Tactical battle imminent.
World corrupted. Well done.
Okay, so far so good with the campaign, I guess.
Word will soon spread that the consortium is back. I'm sure Jabba is aware of our movements. Setting up a racketeering operation on Shola will let him know that we're back in business.
Mission log updated.
Okay, so Shola is over there. I don't know if we can reach it. Let's have a look.
My skills are yours to command.
Oh, we can reach
Easily
it.
done.
Just the only thing is that it's a bit difficult to see where exactly we can reach our planets, like I said earlier, but this advantage is proving it so that we can do the campaign in this mod, so looking good so far. I'm guessing like planets like these might open up later, because I don't know, not open up now, so alright, yeah, we have to build certain units. I forget it.
Training troops.
Ready for attack.
That was the other one, fuck's sakes.
Recruiting soldiers.
Assault squad reporting.
Excellent. Now that we've muscled in on Jabba's action, we have some credits to work with. I've identified Mandel Hypernautics supply shipments as an easy next target. Hire some pirates to ambush them.
Why Mandel Hypernautics?
I can only rely on my strategic intuition so long, Uri. Raiding the supply ships will provide us better equipment than what the Hutts are using.
And how will raiding their supply shipments gain you ships?
If the Mandel supply ships are suddenly being raided, they'll need to take appropriate steps to ensure security.
Mission log updated.
Okay, so Mandalore is all the way up there.
My skills are yours to command.
I do like the cannon perspective of everything, but like I said, it's difficult to see where. Can I even reach Mandalore? It says I can. I don't think Caraduni was it open up before. I think maybe it has been redesigned.
Progress will be swift.
I'll go up to like before the first mission of Yavin to see what's possible.
World corrupted. Well done.
Man, I will give bonus points to this mod if I'm able to play through the whole campaign. I mean, Yavin's there, so it might be possible.
I've successfully defeated the Mandalorian chieftain. The continuing raids will soon bring them to their knees.
It really may be possible. I'm excited if that's the
Soon
case.
after you escaped, I went to recover the artifact from its hiding place.
Jabba must have given up half his criminal empire to buy that ancient puzzle. I'll bet he expected to double his wealth by selling it to the Empire.
Even at twice his price, the Empire would have paid far too little.
So you found out what it is?
I did gain some information. The artifact dates as far back as the Sith Wars, making it around 4,000 years old. For such an artifact to be so well hidden for so long, it must contain a secret of great importance.
Do you know its origin?
Based on the design, it is likely a Sith artifact. I believe it may be a data storage device of some kind, but it also seems to serve another unknown purpose.
Fascinating, Uri. If we could unlock its secrets, we might find something very useful. I want you to keep investigating, but not at the expense of our rebuilding. I want Jabba, the Empire, everyone to know that the Zon Consortium is back.
It's a bit annoying having our forces maybe trapped though.
Slavers on bond.
While I was in prison, one of my cellmates mentioned that the Emperor had a vast collection of treasure that he kept all over the galaxy in hidden vaults. I persuaded him to share more information with me.
Only an ex-Imperial officer would truly know that. Did he mention the location of these vaults?
I never found out, unfortunately. I may have been a bit overzealous in my questioning. He may not have known the locations of the vaults, but I'm convinced his story is more than just a rumor. And now we have the perfect opportunity to test the story, thanks to the rebels.
The rebellion.
Alliance forces have destroyed the Imperial Death Star over Yavin 4. Most Imperial battle stations carry data pods that are to be ejected during emergencies. Perhaps someone thought to follow protocol before the Death Star was destroyed.
And if the rebels are still in the vicinity?
The rebels will be there. They have an entire base on Yavin 4 and have nowhere else to go. The Empire will soon send a fleet to retaliate. We must move quickly to find a data pod.
There are a few planets between us and Yavin that the Consortium doesn't control. What is their fate?
Corrupt them. Conquer them. Be creative, Uri. Just remember that getting to Yavin is our goal.
Mission log updated.
I brought the stealth units up to see if it is possible to reach Yavin. So let's take a quick look-see. From stealth perspective, it is possible to reach Yavin, so it may be possible to do the whole campaign in this mod. There is one issue which we may have just run into, and it's that there is a massive Imperial presence over Druckenwell, which is our only way off Ryloth. And, well, to be honest, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but obviously the only way off or past the planet is to use bribery, which I'm guessing is, well, I don't have really a space force to test it with, but we can bribe our way past to Bothawi, which is actually very lightly defended, and probably take that system. So I feel like this has been redesigned, like intentionally, so that we can play this campaign in this mod. If it is, oh my god, I love this. Larry, I'm so sorry it took me so long, but if I can play through the whole campaign, I've got to try it. So it really looks like it's been well designed well for the Consortium, like redesigned, like just this bit as well. It's like, even if you haven't played the tutorial, because obviously it tells you in the Design Consortium tutorial about bribery, you know, you've got to do bribery to get past this fleet sitting on your doorstep to carry on with the campaign. So I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it's a good redesign, and all the planets in the way of Yavin 4 seems to have very easy corruptions, so it looks like a lot of bribery to get past. The only issue is that our credit income is quite low, although again I think it could be intentional a lot, but there's a lot of racketeering bribery options that we can do to hopefully get better income. So again, I don't know if that was intentional, but that also solves our problems. Literally almost every planet in this redesign is racketeering to get to Yavin 4, so I am impressed. I feel like I got to carry that on. But this is a first impression, so I've got to check out everything else. So yeah, after that huge look at it, it looks like that the mod has redesigned the campaign as well to actually be playable in this mod. Now, I probably said something about it doesn't look like that there's many new units or structures or space units for the Zan Consortium. Different readers, it looks like the majority of the Zan Consortium base ships are here. Although we do have the end of days as well, so that's cool. But it kind of looks like just the base stuff, which is fine.
Construction complete.
I wonder why the rebellions have purple. There's a lot of purple in this mod. I'm guessing it's just, it looks good. I'll give it to that. Oh, there's also huts that we can deal with in the main camp, in the Galactic Conquest as well, as side factions and whatnot. That's awesome. I always love the incorporation of minor factions, so more bonus points. But I know that there is some more. I've seen screenshots of stuff on like the Steam Workshop and whatnot, so I know that there's new stuff. I don't know how much is for the Zan Consortium, but I still think that there is going to be some stuff, so you probably guys are having a quick look right now. Hopefully for the main stuff from the Zan Consortium side, but also of like, I saw the Starhawk on there for the Rebel Alliance as well, so I know that there's stuff, but I'm not sure how much will be available for the Zan Consortium. This is only first impressions, so, but the ability to play the campaign in mods is something that I always find intriguing, and something that I always love trying to do. Most of the time I know that it's not possible unless it actually says like we did it in the campaign, actual enhanced campaign mods, for example, were specifically designed for it. But this mod itself looks like it's had the campaign map redesigned so I can go to it. I got all the way, I mean, I can do the Yavin mission because there is a set pathway to it. So it does look like we're able to do it. I'm not sure how far we can get to, but yeah, I've yet to do a campaign full completion mod. I got close, but in the Empire War remake, and I had to do some fiddling, so it technically wasn't available in that mod. because I had to do some personal modding just to get it to kind of work, basically to make all the heroes stealth units again, because there was issues before. But it does look like that this version can do it, so I'm really intrigued if that's the case. If it is, it's the first Zon Consortium mod that's not specifically made for it that's done it, so they're really intrigued. Man, everything is shaded in purple for the Rebellion, even the tanks.
Building under construction.
Let's see if the communications array do anything. It produces sensor arrays.
Building under construction.
Okay, so I think it's something that just increases for space land defense. That's right. Would have liked it if it would have had like a sphere of influence type thing so we can spy on nearby planets, but even if it doesn't,
Communications array online.
even if it doesn't, that's fine, absolutely fine. Just make sure it doesn't.
Communications array online.
No, that's fine, it doesn't matter. That's a cool.
Mission log updated.
Oh, they even get random.
An Alliance fleet was recently ambushed and captured.
That's cool. Optional objectives.
Course plotted.
Raids are still possible.
Invasion commencing.
Custom maps as well. Nice. They look not too bad as well.
What can I do?
Zone.
I copy.
Man, the rebels are really into the purple now, aren't they?
Forward!
Everything of the rebels is purple. Oh man. Wonder why that is. Maybe just
Right away.
personal preference, I don't know. Some of them look good.
Move it out.
It's just a
Heading out. Fall out, troops.
How about that?
Stormtroopers, attack!
shield textures look lovely actually. Damn.
I've got him in my sight. Let's
Time
move out.
maulers.
Destroyed.
Time maulers look bigger, but I don't know if the textures on them looks weird or if it's just this angle.
Destroyed.
But to me it's a bit odd.
Unit destroyed.
ATSTs look amazing though. So yeah, that concludes my first impressions. Overall, I am really intrigued, and the majority of it is from being able to play the campaign. Now, I do actually want to do a proper Galactic Conquest in this mod as well, just to see like all the new units and all the new planets, you know, because there are some planets in here as well that have been new. That's quite new, and it's got some custom maps. Most of the original planets look like that is just, you know, the base game stuff, which is fine because there's quite a lot of new planets as well to compensate for that, so that we can see some new environments as well. Only a couple of minor things which irritate me, which is the no mini-map cursor, which I feel like definitely needs to be needed because of how much bigger the Galactic Conquest or the Galactic map is. There's a couple of like, you can't seem to do any auto-resolving in the Galactic Conquest. You can only actually fight properly. I don't know if people like that or not, it's up to them, but you know, you can, if for those who just want to auto-resolve easy battles, you have to still go in and auto-resolve the battle, but you know, that's just again personal preference, so it doesn't affect me too much. The main thing of course for me is just the bigger sphere of influence like it has in Republic of War when it comes to which planets are safe or not. But I feel like at the same time as well that that mechanic has also seemed to set for being able to do the new campaign in this mod, where like the ability to reach planets has like doubled or tripled, it looks like, because you can go so far from one planet to another. So it is something that annoys me in the Galactic Conquest, but it seems to be going to be quite a helpful thing in terms of getting the campaign to work, it looks like. So if I have to choose between them, I would prefer to have that preference so that we can play the campaign with it completely redesigned, because it does look like every single mission is reachable and playable in this new Galactic Conquest map that is also very canon-like as well. You know, Mandalore and Yavin are where they're supposed to be as well, like across the galaxy from our starting point at Ryloth, and we can reach it because of this feature. So again, I will prefer to have this kept then, if we're able to play the whole campaign. I'll just plow through it for the Galactic Conquest somehow. But again, it was in Republic of War and whatnot. Maybe it's just my preference. I know some people like it so that you have to kind of keep hold of every planet and make sure there's a good defense on them. I think people kind of like the strategy like that. It's maybe kind of like more, I guess, realistic. I don't know. But in terms of gameplay, I prefer it in like Empire War Expanded, where you have like where planets can only be reached by connected trade routes, and so you know which planets you need to keep a foothold on, which planets are in danger of being attacked, and which planets I can focus in my inner core, which are already safe, and turn into resource planets. That's something I just like personally. So I mean, I'll get some time to get used to it in the Galactic Conquest, but if it means I can play through the whole campaign, then I'd rather have it. But that is my first impressions of this mod, and I'm very intrigued. It looks great, it sounds great, units feel like a lot bigger and weightier as well. The ability to play the campaign has really intrigued me, and the gameplay is just more or less, you know, it's Empire War. You know, I've been playing it for over 11 years, so yeah. But it looks very great, is what I'll say, and that campaign thing has really intrigued me. I don't know if I want to do the campaign first or go through a Galactic Conquest first. I want to do both in this mod, so there will be a lot of videos coming for Alliance at War. This really intrigues me. I recommend you guys all download it based off these first impressions, and I'm looking forward to playing more and seeing what this mod has to offer. Thanks for the suggestion, Larry, and your mod looks amazing. I'm so sorry it took me so long to get to it, but it has really intrigued me, and there's going to be a lot more content coming from it. So yeah, good job, man. It looks great, and thank you all so much for watching. Go download it. Link is in the description, and yeah, I'll see you next week for another Alliance at War video. Not sure what it will be, campaign or Galactic Conquest, but it will definitely be this mod. So thank you for watching. Bye.